Hey guys, Liliana here. We've got a couple of messages coming into you guys, or in for you guys, with the Urban Crow and then the Energy Oracle deck. So we'll go ahead and start with the Energy Oracle, see what spirit, our ancestors, our spirit guides want to share with us. What messages from the divine can we access now? So, Takai Shamako Shikiti I Ana. Kai Shidakota ki I Anaka Shana Koae. Kai Shidakota ki I Anaka Shana Koae. I Shanako Shikiti I Anaka Shana Koti Shikiti I Ana. Koshikiti I Ane. All right, guys, we'll get to shuffling the cards. And guys, you right off the bat, we are walking away from that no longer serves us, right? Those relationships, those work atmosphere, those friendships, possibly even family members. But guys, you are walking away from what no longer serves you. So you've been listening to your higher selves more. I can't eat that. And you've realized that there's a lot of other possibilities for you, right? Than just, staying where you're at, right? So you're working on putting this into a lot more motion, right? You're looking forward to your future now, when as perhaps in the past you felt like you were maybe locked into some places or spaces or even, work atmosphere. But you are walking away for the betterment of your own soul, for your own, livelihood, and for the betterment of your personal relationships, most definitely. So, yes. Indecision. You might have, with these possibilities coming up, there might be a fork in the road, and you might be having some challenges with deciding, exactly what avenue to take or how to take it. But Spirit always leads you in the right direction, even if you feel like you've taken the wrong road or the wrong direction. Spirit will always get you back to where you are needing to be, right? Because there are no mistakes with Spirit, right? There are no mistakes in this world, even though that we, with limited perception as humans, may feel like there is. God and the goddess have created all things, and everything works out to perfection with God or the goddess, right? So let's go ahead and see what else Spirit has for us. Just know that you can trust your angels, you can trust your spirit guides, and lean into that, knowing that, they will help you with whatever strategy that you need to move forward. And we've got you've been dealing with these hostilities, right? So, there's definitely strategy and planning to be done, and your guides, and angels are definitely working to help you with that, right? So this upheaval, I saw that, there's been a big upheaval in your life possibly, or in your plans, or in the direction in which you're moving. But just trust, that no matter what, that, if you're being led in that direction, that Spirit has you moving, through that for a reason, right? So you've got to release the past and, release the wrath. So whatever, resentments or bitterness or anything that you have built up within yourself, Spirit is asking you to release that now, because it really truly does not serve you, and it's only harming you rather than, the person or those things in which you are holding, those grudges. So, all right, angels, guides, divine beings of loving light, what messages for the collective? We've got them walking away. What else can we let the collective no. Angels, guides, divine beings of loving light. Yes, make sure that you have your sacred space, and make sure, if this is your home, make sure that your home is your sacred space, right? You don't want just any old energy coming in and around and about you. So, make sure that you are putting out those protective measures, that you are saying those prayers, that you are bringing in, that love and that light for your sacred space within your own home, right? Because honestly, if we can't feel safe in our own homes, then where can we feel safe, right? So, and the God, the Holy Spirit, your angels definitely want you to know that, with this walking away, you're going to be walking into a more sacred space and timeline for yourself. So regardless of what has happened since you've walked away or are walking away, always, the strife, is always there to help build you up and help you to become more refined and stronger in your faith and your beliefs, right? So you might be taking some isolation time with the sacred space, rest and digest, because your body, you can't handle all the stress and everything of going through so much tumultuous times. Now it is time to make sure that you are retreating back, going into your sacred space and isolating so that you can fully heal and, release those things that no longer serve you, right? And with that, you'll be bringing in those bonds of love, of light and abundance. You'll be bringing in a new community for yourself, friendships, possibly work and romance, and this is what, spirit, our ancestors and guides, really want for all of us, right, is the best and most high timeline for each and every one. So the more that we can, move into isolation in our sacred space and, trust that we are moving in the right direction, the more that spirit is going to show those things for us, right? So we got resistance. Yes, don't fight, against things so hardly. That resistance, even though it's there for a purpose, you don't want it to, lead to bitterness or anything like that. So, and really, guys, your resistance or the resistance that you're working with or dealing with, it is all for protection, right? Sometimes you have to slow down in order to receive those things that you are wanting. So guys, we've got, scavenge. You've been scavenging too long, they say, and now it's time with this upheaval to move into your power. So guys, listen to your angels, listen to your intuition, listen to your higher selves, ask, because we all have free will. Ask your guides, your spirit guides and ancestors, and they will be there to help guide you through, those difficult and tumultuous times, those hardships, and they will help you to find that sacred space and, create those bonds for yourself that are going to be lasting, loving, caring bonds of, higher timelines. So guys, so much love, peace out, and I'll see you on the flip side.